Hello, this is Merle Rutledge for Virginia State Senate District 18. I watched the video of the Tyre Nichols fatal beating um, by police while in custody. And I can say this, I don't like when I get a video and I only see police jump out the car, grab somebody up, and then just start beating up on somebody. No, I don't like that. No, I want to know the whole picture. I want to know what was the call for. When did you get to the point that you was about to pursue a traffic stop to the point of going to the car and grabbing them and doing what you did? Honestly, we all have our expectations of police traffic stops. Some feel like in traffic stop it's going to be their death. Others feel like let me show my license and registration and hopefully move forward. There are cops that have attitudes left and right, and there are some traffic or private citizens in their car. They have attitudes, and they have their reasons. But for me to see these officers this hyped up, you're not going to get it past me to the point I don't want to see what happened before this traffic stop even made it to the point because I want all sides to have a fair trial. I want all sides to see all the evidence and then make his decision. And this reminds me of Danville in 2018, where a bunch of stories is out there, but had people seen the whole entire story, they can give out a answer that says, how can we prevent this from happening looking at the totality of the circumstances? And this is one of those type of things we have to look at the totality of the circumstances. Yes, we see excessive force by far. Also, I want to see the whole picture because I want cops as well as the community to see the whole entire picture and then give our chance. And don't release a part of the body cam footage just because you want a certain narrative or you want certain anger to be out there. Release the whole picture. If there's going to be anger, if there's going to be hostility, let people see what all transpired before it got to that point. That's why I always encourage that people and the police take time to listen to each other and for the police one to be more transparent. The community can handle anything graphic because we are seeing it every single day, whether it's here in America or from another country, and we're looking at YouTube, Rumble, or any other social media outlet that says this is the video we got from the scene. And then we have to interpret it and then try to adjust to the fact of how do we respond. I want us to respond better. I want us to understand all the facts. And when we put people through trial by the public and through the media, some things isn't about justice. It's self-serving, especially with Democrats that jump on one side, Republicans on the other side, and vice versa, instead of saying, take all this politics out the way. Let's look at this situation for what it is. And what we should all agree with is that this should be the last time we see things like this, and the way it ends is in a way that we cannot justify or come to a conclusion that brings closure as well as answers. Truth is not the enemy in these type of situations. The full truth is the answer. Because we can't change the past. We can't bring Tyre Nichols back to say his side of the story. But we can say there's a difference between police and when police no longer are police and they are acting on their own without any regard to being under color of the law or being sworn under your oath to continue to be who we expect you to be as police, and that is the ministers of justice, but also at the same time frame to protect and serve. we must look at protecting and serving each other, not just because of a police oath or an oath to the Constitution, but oath to ourselves and mankind. Protect and serve. That's what we should be here for. Protect and serve. Now, you may not say that was protecting and serving when you look at the video. And some of you may say, I wish he would have complied sooner. But until you are in that position and facing those same circumstances, you don't know how anybody's going to react. And I can say there was a lot of confusion, a lot of orders, and a lot of questions being thrown out there at the same time frame. What could have resolved this issue was by answers. We don't need to be in the dark anymore to anything or to anyone. We must shine bright and give out what we feel and know to be the best answer at the time, even if wrong. Because even through mistakes, we get answers and we learn from them. But we can't learn from this if we decide to say excuses. It was because of race. It was because he's black. It's because he's white. And all this. This is the excuse of a monster that continues to want fuel to be on fire instead of distinguish it so people can move forward from this and saying, we will not continue in this direction. This is not our reform. This is not how we treat each other, let alone for a police officer to be police, but us to be human beings. I pray for each and everybody out there and the circumstances that have yet to come out there, but I still go to God through it all. That's why I continue to put God first and continue to stay in prayer, because through all things, anything is possible. And I want love to come from this situation, not no more hate. This is not the way we resolve disputes, and this is not the way we answer the call to be a part of making sure that we continue to have faith in what we consider our leaders. Second, you put a uniform on. Is the second that we are taught to have trust, and I'm so sorry that the schools have spent more time of distrust in each and every one of us. Because our parents look like the police. Our police look like our neighbors and friends. Our friends look at each other as those who are there when it's ups and downs, when it's good or bad. And this is one of them bad times. So, to everybody, keep an open mind and learn from this. Through love, through the hate. Let the hate go its separate way. You don't need that to see what happened here. What you need to see is, had love been there, had love continue to be the focus, we wouldn't have an act of hate, an act of murder, an act of greed, an act of hostility or chaos. So, to everybody, I pray for the great Commonwealth of Virginia. I pray for every American that you become better through this. Don't let this hate take away your spirit and your soul and your calm and peace. We will get through this together. And we will hold all of those accountable for injustice anywhere, there's injustice everywhere. Martin Luther King Jr. said it best, didn't say that your race had an excuse. When I represent District 18 or represent the Commonwealth of Virginia, I still take the same oath for all laws, whether it's state, local, or federal. And I believe in change of that law. I believe in reform. I will fight for that reform and that redress of our grievances so all Americans can truly know that we are all treated equal under God and we are blessed. And that's what people need to know, and that's what they need to see to this day, and I truly believe that. So, I'm not here to be a politician. I'm here to be Merle Rutledge and to be a vessel that you can continue to believe that I still will fight for you even through the darkness where other people see money as love. I see people as power and love and being blessed to know that I continue to breathe, sleep, and be one of them, not one of these politicians. So God bless you and God bless America.